Leon, pass me the solder and thank you. You just know what I need. Appreciate that.
Ooh, you back on fixing this again? I thought you figured that out, like, I don't know, an hour ago? 2 tops? Ah.
Yeah, but I also thought of a different way to like basically make it even better. Enhance it. What happened to your nose?
I broke it completely non-violently, I can assure you that.
What do you mean non-violently broke the other specs off?
What do you mean oh, jeez. Listen, it's fine, alright? Like, it's not my fault that some people get real heated, you know?
Heated about what? What were you doing? He grabs your face, just really intrusive, and just starts taking like a measuring tape that kind of pulls out of his arm, and he's just checking your face. There's not much bruising.
Oh, relax, come on. I know how to take care of myself. You kidding?
Well, there's nothing wrong with you trying to take care of yourself. I just didn't assume that a punch from any humanoid or xeno would do this much effect towards your face. What were you fighting for?
It wasn't a punch. May have been thrown through a table.
And was this some sort of experiment that you were working on with other, I don't know, scientifically thought-provoking individuals? Or is this, some ne'er-do-wells? I doubt it would be ne'er-do-wells. I feel as though yourself, Ash, would be smart enough to not put yourself in such a situation.
It was entirely scientific. It was actually a collective speculative hypothesis. We were debating about the frequency with which certain numbers would appear in a given set if they were arranged in a sequentially different order per different unit.
And were those units credits?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of credits.
How many this time?
Well, the guy who threw me through the table lost at least twice as much as I did, but it's 16.
16 credits?
My credits, not the crew's, not the ship's, purely mine. Remember that, the delivery we made last week? Yeah, I was saving it up for a real good one. I felt lucky. And I think everyone else at that table felt lucky too. The little cutie pie who was dealing out the cards, she gave me a wink. I thought that meant I was a shoo-in, put it all down,
Ash, you don't feel lucky. I told you about mathematically making sure that you could figure out how you would deduce how to make the most money at a table. You don't just feel things. Sounding like Firefly.
Hey, sometimes he comes up with some really neato stuff. Have you seen those movies that he's watching? Like, I know that you made me to be able to track all of these numbers in my head, but somehow it feels like counting cards is cheating. I just want to, have fun with everybody, enjoy that moment. And you know what? I really did enjoy that moment. I'm glad it was me going through that table. Anyone else there would have broken more than their nose.
Yeah, and that moment that you were feeling fantastic is going to cost the ship 16 credits.
Not the ship, me. I told you, it's my personal stash.
What personal stash?
I don't have to tell you about everything that I squirrel away, do I?
Ash, I know, you know, even Leon knows you don't have 16 credits.
Yeah, but Leon wouldn't squeal. He's a good guy like that.
I don't know, it's my fault. It's the assumption I made that you'd be more responsible than this.
It ain't your fault. I was stupid, all right? I was cocky, and I just got in over my head, all right? This ain't your fault. I don't
want you to feel as though I think it's my fault, but it is my responsibility to make sure you yourself and how important you are to the entire crew don't put yourself in these types of situations. I'll figure out how to get you out of this. Got so much on my plate, might as well add on another thing.
You don't have to sound so frustrated.
What do you mean frustrated? Part of the job.
Out of the job, sure. But you don't have to make it sound like I'm a liability.
Is there something you want to say to me, Ash? Because you can say you wish for me not to treat you as though you're a liability, but when your actions make it seem like you're a liability, that makes it very difficult.
Am I my own person or not?
With the situation that we're in, being chased around the systems, death around every corner, I don't know if I should give you that choice. With the actions that you've shown me in this scenario, broke your nose. What if they would have opened you up?
They wouldn't have opened me up. This wasn't some back alley dive bar. This was like a public place. Like, you think that they're just gonna cut me open with a fucking knife when I'm there?
You don't know who's there. And if the wrong person finds out who you are, and the hegemony find out what you are, you won't be your own person, whether you like it or not.
They're not gonna find out what I am.
Maybe my math was wrong. I did something wrong here. Tell you what, go fix up your nose. I'll see if I can do something. 16 damn credits.
Do something, you know? You didn't do anything fucking wrong when you made me. You did something right. You made an entirely independent organism. Quick. How many people can say that they birth the same inspiration and individuality that comes from a regular ass human or a regular Xeno? I'm a fucking miracle. Ain't nothing wrong about that.
There may be nothing wrong with letting you have your own choices and journeys. But right now, I'm not just thinking about you, Ash. I'm thinking about the entire galaxy. And when you fuck up, it's not just you that gets hindered by it.
Yeah. Way to go, reminding me that's 14 billion lives depend on me not being caught by the largest military force this side of San Handra. And he's just gonna storm out.
Ugh. 16 damn credits. Can you believe that, Leon?
Hi everyone. Welcome back to Magi RPG. Missed last week because I had the plague. I'm back now. Apologies for any plague-like remaining symptoms that you might be witness to. I'll try to keep it to a minimum, but thank you for coming back. Remembering, we're back on Tuesdays. We have a few more episodes on Tuesday before we close out the year. We take a little break and then we come back in January to finish out season 2. And then we'll be taking a little break for another few shows. Not ready to announce yet, but it's going to be fun. You could probably figure it out if you're in the Discord, because I've been dropping hints like crazy. If you are new here, welcome. We do a lot of TTRPGs on this channel. Nice to see you. We are in the middle of, as you could see, things have gone sideways on the crew. If you like the show and like what we've been doing, join our Discord, discord.gg/magirpg. If you are lost and confused and don't know what's happening on the show, you can go to our YouTube, youtube.com/magirpg and catch up. I don't have a, concise way to get you through the season 2 so far, but if you go through the season 1 recap and then go through the previously recaps of the first few, that'll catch you up pretty quick. And then if you would like to be one of the benefactors of the crew, and you can donate and influence the game by the stuff that is underneath Mandy, or you can type Ignite Tips in the chat, and that will tell you all the different ways that you can affect things. Thank you, Mandy, on cue, as always, for typing that up. Before we get into it, we have a special guest tonight. Emma, I will let you introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Emma. I also go by Emalynde. I am a streamer, cosplayer, TTRPG player, and I'm super excited to be here and play some space stuff with my friends.
Yeah. Emma's going to be playing a very special character that we'll get to later, to be revealed. I think Momo might have been cooking a little bit, but I don't think the rest of the crew knows exactly what Emalynde is going to be doing. So keeping that one under wraps until the appropriate time. How are you all feeling? You feeling good?
Scared.
Ready for some happy fun times?
Is that what we're having?
Yeah.
You need it this time?
Don't you always have happy fun times on this show?
Do we get to see Victor
Always.
tonight? Frank, do we get to see Victor?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Big
do we?
Vic. Big Vic.
Do you want to see Victor tonight?
Oh, yeah!
I don't know. Stranger things have happened.
I mean, yeah.
I want to see my man, please.
We could use some man titty.
Oh my god.
Always. Well,
You're so right.
you heard him. And the first thing you all get, a message comes over the radio. It is a modulated voice. Pink, you have heard it a few times before now. The voice of your friend Vorax.
Borax. Okay.
Say, is anyone there?
Pink here.
Oh, good, you're alive.
For the moment.
You didn't make it out of the system. What went wrong?
They shut the gate down. They have somebody with armor that can't be cut by plasma swords, or can't be damaged by ship guns. And so we are currently on the move.
Your ship has a jump drive, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, they probably thought of that, so they might have disabled the whole gate. But normally you wouldn't actually need them to open it for you. You could use the drive to get through. But possible they sabotaged that somehow. I would have a contingency.
What kind of contingency?
Some way to force the gate open in case your jump drive doesn't work.
Vorax, I'm not a hacker like you. I need you to explain it in slightly different type of scientist terms.
You need someone to talk to the gate and tell it to open. And if it's broken, you'll need someone to fix it.
Okay. Well. Talking, I assume you mean through technology, not literally.
No, I mean through the way. You need someone to talk to the gate.
Oh. A couple of us could probably do that.
Yeah, I'm happy to try.
Can everybody else hear Vorax, or can only I hear him?
Anyone who this is at the bridge, so anyone who happens to be at the bridge can hear loud and clear.
Okay.
That's where I live. Oh boy, that's all of us. I'm sitting in your
Yep.
chair again.
Oh no.
Fuck out of my chair.
I
Okay.
can't do my normal trick. I'm not in the system.
I see.
So you're not going to hear from me for a while. I need you to get to Iota.
Oh. Well, that's where I want to go, so. Okay. Are you ever going to tell me how to find you, or what? I don't know. You seem like the kind of individual who knows what does Red call it? The cheat codes.
No, they might be listening.
But we can trust you.
You can
Not just
trust
so
that
far.
I'll give you the information you need in order to get your families out of there.
Our goals are the same.
But I can't help you get
Alright.
out of the system
So we have to use the way to talk to the gate.
if it's shut down.
And if not, we can just use the jump drive.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless it's broken, then we need Indigo to fix it.
Well, I think we can handle it.
Good.
Well, I guess we'll talk to you when we talk to you. Oh, before you go, wait. Have you heard anything about Deetha?
Not yet. Why?
They burned me, Vorax.
You should feel relieved. It was only a matter of time, right?
That doesn't mean they're not just gonna kill her as a result.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
See you
Does he-
soon.
See you soon, I guess.
Any more burning questions? I need to cut this short.
Pink looks at the rest of the crew.
Have you seen the movie Hackers?
Oh my god. Bye, Vorax. We'll talk soon.
Click.
Cut the transmission.
That's a
Perhaps-
good question.
I mean, yeah, it's a good question. Good movie. Fantastic even. Matthew Lillard, what a guy. Maybe not the time to ask it, though. And he spins in the chair.
Could you
Why
get out of my chair?
Yeah.
Out, Green.
Look, can we trust him? Pink.
He told me about Deetha. He knows Maxie. I'm assuming they're he. I don't really know anything about Vorax. Or where they're located, or...
I felt better if
Anything
he
like
answered the
that.
question. Makes him feel more human.
Oh my god.
All I know is they supposedly also have loved ones being held by the hegemony, and that our goals are the same, and that they have helped us before the memory wipe thing. So, with that in mind,
We've had faith in less, that's for sure.
well, we've all had faith in each other based off of basically nothing, so what's a little more?
Agreed.
Vorax can do things that nobody else should be able to do with technology. And I'm not exaggerating. I mean, getting into air gap devices and such. Things that should be impossible. And if they're choosing to help us, then I'm gonna take it.
Works for me. Blue?
She's having a little think. Kind of after getting her chair back. She has a little sit in her chair, does one spin rotation in said chair, and then. So, if I'm interpreting this correctly, then I need to get us to the gate, and Red, you'll be able to get us through.
I feel 75 to 80% positive. Yeah.
Okay, those are fine enough odds.
Well, if it's just a matter of accessing the way, I can also assist. We could work together to do it, however that works.
Yeah, we'll just have to feel it out once we get there. I've never, that I remember, have done that. So.
I've been doing a bit of studying on precursor technology and, other mystics and that sort of thing.
What are your initial thoughts, feelings?
Well, I've always found it interesting. I think I seem to have had a somewhat natural inclination towards it. I wonder if I knew how to access the way before all of this and just didn't talk about it before or something.
Possible. It's like a muscle.
It seems that way. I could connect with those mystics on that water planet we were on.
Mem.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I could try to
Blue,
help.
get us there. We'll take care of the rest.
Tara, could you set a course?
Yes, Captain. But I believe you have another transmission.
Do I?
Popular
Could you-
today.
It seems. Would you play it for me?
Yes.
Who's it from?
Emma, you've managed to find the crew.
Wow. How are you? What do you know?
Lovely.
Introduce yourself to the crew as you would.
Good afternoon. This is Ethene Amari. A bit of a good afternoon. I'm hoping we can perhaps come to a bit of an accord.
Is this live?
It's live.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Usually, sometimes we just get little messages and then I send back.
No, this is within system, so it is live. Or, maybe a few seconds delayed, but basically live.
With the mic, it's gonna be hard to look at you and also
I'm so
respond back.
sorry.
So, I'm just gonna look
No.
into the camera.
Yeah, look at me on the screen.
Pretend. Hello. How did you? This is Whirlpool speaking. How did you get a hold of our information?
Adorable. I do have my ways, but I think the more pressing concern is making sure that you all will arrive on time to the masquerade ball I'm throwing tonight.
She does a little peek at the crew, like a heh. I don't believe I was informed of such a thing.
I think you've just been informed.
Cool. Time and place, though.
I've sent the coordinates to your ship.
No, I meant more like not the time and place. Things are a bit dire.
Oh, darling. There's always time for a good ball. You never know exactly who you'll meet, what you'll learn, and what you'll get out of it.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking darling now. Oh, jeez.
Frank,
And
can I
Pink
get
crosses her
Tara up?
arms.
Yeah. Frank, can I get on my side computer here? Let me get a search on this name real quick
Sure.
while she's chatting.
Let's why don't you do a hack for me, Blue? See how good your
Oh.
gather information goes.
Uh-oh.
No, I have a man for this. He's not here. Fuck! That's why I hire people.
Wait, what is she trying to do?
Trying to
Do a,
look
like,
up
a
who
little
this
search.
person is.
On who this is while
What is the
she's
role?
speaking. A hack.
Hack.
I could help. I could assist.
All right. Then I'll give you. Wait, can I just shoot you some eyes?
Yeah.
And give you the little like typey fingers, Pink.
I get on my little thing. I'm gonna push myself.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I'm gonna regret this so much. To use my doctor
Pushing yourself on a
to
gather
hack.
information. All right, let's do it.
Look,
Oh, is that what
being
it is? It's
busy.
just gather information.
I want
Yeah.
I want information.
Well, I want to
please.
use my doctor role, so
I mean, you can.
I need my crew to get me info.
well, I have to push myself to do it. Success.
Okay. So I'm assuming you want to know who this person is.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
need to be super intense, right? Yeah.
They own a number of different businesses and are an extremely wealthy private citizen.
Friendly to the hegemony or not?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What would it
I-
say in
I
your
care
file
about-
about that, Ethene?
I think that the Amari family have a decent history of being on the most profitable side of every recent power balance.
Playing all sides, got it.
While we're muted, I give them this information. Like, hold please. Boop.
Yeah.
You get one more follow-up if you like from your gather info.
What is recent business that this individual has done?
You
Given they
answer
seem to be
that
a
for
bit of a
me,
public-
Emma.
a
What
public
is the
figure.
recent business?
Hmm.
What are some things you've been working on? Public things
Not
that would
related
be
to the
easy to
ball.
find on the net, not the illicit stuff.
Ooh, all right. A lot of it seems to be very superficial at first glance. You have to do a little bit of digging through some shell companies, but you find connections to luxury goods, to wines, to satin factories, anything that kind of seems to make life a little bit more pleasant. Lots of fingers and lots of pies.
Pink is definitely eyes emojiing at this.
Oh yeah, I knew Pink was gonna be eyes emoji
Like,
and
oh, another
Silk?
another-
Satin? Oh my.
another rich-
luxury
another
goods.
rich girl.
Luxury
Her
Interesting.
favorite
goods.
things. Yeah.
Wait, is
Aw.
she a citizen?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, so like me then. Okay, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I relay all that to
Not a scoundrel.
Brew.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's contacting us directly,
Yes.
inviting us to this big, fancy how to do with hors d'oeuvres and black ties, cocktails on little serving platters. I've never been to one of these, but these are supposed to be for the up and up, and we're supposed to be going to this now.
Green, let's hold that for a moment. Just one moment.
Uh,
And then I'll unmute. I think we're more than happy to go. However, if you've not noticed, our faces are plastered everywhere.
She's in the middle of fixing her lipstick in a compact. She shuts it with a sharp snap, a little finality.
Yeah.
And takes her time putting it away and responding. Oh, honey, why do you think I made it a masquerade ball?
That checks out.
How does Blue
Yeah.
say, have you noticed? I'm very hard to masquerade. How do she say that?
Where are
I'm not sure
these-
there's any world where I could masquerade who I am, but I will certainly try.
She just smiles at you. Appreciates the effort.
Are we really going to this thing?
Do we know where these coordinates are at?
We
I
have
will
one.
tell you where the coordinates
we?
are by bringing up the map.
Are they at Iota?
Yeah, is it toward the gate, maybe?
Oh, and I have Craiggumz labeled on the scene. Oops. Oh well, I'll fix it. It is in Rin. It is at SB 176, which normally
it's
would not
Rin?
be a great place for you to go because it's one of the hubs of power of the guilds, which are very much a hegemonic faction. But you are being invited, so you know, who knows? At least it's not
Delay us.
Warren.
This would delay us getting to Iota, though.
Slightly. It's close.
Is this like an Eyes Wide Shut kind of party? What are we looking at?
Ooh, I remember that movie. Is this gonna end well for us or nah?
Are you asking Ethene over the
No,
intercom?
I'm asking.
I'm just saying out loud.
They-
Bravo.
The men they speak openly.
Okay.
I know.
Give me some context for what you mean by eyes wide shut as a player.
Oh, have you not seen that one? Ooh.
It's a movie reference. We
It's
make a lot of movie
very-
references.
Very rich orgy.
Oh! She just gives you a bit of a wink.
Oh,
I'd say come prepared for a little bit of everything.
I'm dying.
Sounds like my kind of party, actually.
I'm dying.
oh boy. Okay.
My curiosity is piqued, but also I am worried about delaying the tasks we have at hand.
Oh, I'm sure you can handle those at a later date. I doubt they're as time sensitive as the amount of time you have to get here.
Thene, if you wanted to, you might drop a hint about a few recent acquisitions the crew that has dropped into the crew's lap that they didn't know where it came from.
Oh.
That you have supplied
she-
for them.
Oh. I think maybe she does tuck some vibrantly colored rosebud hair behind an ear. And maybe we have a discussion to have about your latest assets?
Blink, blink. Big blink, blink.
Hey, oh, whoa.
And what might those be, if I may be so bold as to ask?
Well, I believe that those were a...
Is it my lab?
Yes, I believe that one of them
It's your
was a
lab.
laboratory and another one was the coordinates for a secret base.
Oh,
She lists
Oh.
those.
oh, that was okay. And all right, I'm gonna. I appreciate the dance from one citizen to another, but I have to say I need to cut to the. I think we need to cut to the chase a little bit here. Why is it that you need us to come with you? What is in it for us to attend this party?
Well, what's in it for you? I would have thought the laboratory would have spoken for itself. I have some things that I want. And in the interest of continued assets finding its way into your hands, I'd say perhaps having a talk about it in person, and of course, a little extra fun on the side, is in both of our best interests.
Hank looks at the rest of the crew, but she's nodding visibly, like it's like okay.
Ah, I'm in.
Hank thinking about all of the science she wants to do.
I know. I give a little peek over to crew and then give a little nod. We'll be there.
Good. I hoped you would be.
Yay! I get to go shopping.
Now, of course, as any masquerade ball should be, it's on theme. Please make sure you dress accordingly. Any extraplanetary plant will do. If you stick to florals, I'll be happier.
Dang, I was gonna wear a Mortal Kombat scorpion mask.
Is that a retro reference?
It's quite retro. Don't worry about him. He's real good with all the retro shenanigans, but he's very effective in the mystic arts. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good. I'll see you there. She does a little kiss blow into the camera. She signs off.
Instead of hearts, Pink has dollar signs in her eyes because she's like, new lab, secret base.
This is some Nami shenanigans. Well, you hear that, everybody? I'm officially a darling now. We're going to a masquerade ball.
Frivolous. But if it gets us what we want, then that's what we'll do.
And who knows who we'll meet there other than our new friend.
Well, maybe I'm overreaching on this one. But if she's donated stuff to us that's normally quite expensive and lucrative, and her family's got a reputation of saddling up to whoever they think has a grand time of winning such disputes, let's call them, this is probably a good sign that we're on the up and up.
Is it?
Or it's a trap.
Or it's a trap. Would you put a couple million credits down on a trap?
If I had plenty of money to spend, maybe.
The hegemony can shoot ships through ships through ships. I don't think they need a trap.
Or we're a
Consider
fun gambling project for her.
Oh, gambling.
Consider
stop.
that regardless of whose side she is on, she stands to profit from whatever happens. War is also business. Let us not forget that.
That is true.
For people like that, it's business. When their families aren't at stake or their people.
We don't know that.
All right,
You
well,
could be
I
right.
guess-
A slow blink.
I guess we can make this quick, but we do. I mean, obviously, we need to rescue your family.
Exactly how long is this going to waylay us, by the way?
Well, given that we have an impossible amount of time to either turn ourselves in or beat the clock, probably going to take up a day.
It'll take you probably, it's not that far. You can see in orbit close to the gate. So it's probably a day or two to get to SB 176 and then another to get back.
Okay.
It does delay what Vorax wants us to do, but generous benefactor, we might meet important people at this party. Maybe we can fix the situation a little bit politically.
All right. Let's just
I'm
let's
just
keep
weighing
our
out-
eyes open and don't go anywhere alone.
Yeah. Oh, buddy system. We all need to have our buddies while we're there.
Yes, I would
That's
agree.
a good idea.
Do either of you, any of you, have anything? Well, not you, Pink. I'm sure you do. Have anything to wear, boys? Florals?
I actually do. Don't worry about it.
You ever seen Midsummer? I kind of got like a.
Yeah.
Is that the one where they couldn't die off a cliff, so they needed to use a hammer?
Yeah.
Ah, excellent. Cool.
I don't think
Anyways.
that was the point of that story.
It wasn't, but so he remembered.
It's so great. You think this is a man of very little depth.
I love an Ari Aster reference in the middle of my TTRPG game.
What a song.
Ironically enough, he paid more attention to the witch.
True.
Well, the only thing I really need to worry about is getting myself a mask for this whole shindig, so... when she said floral, does she mean like the mask is floral or just a floral accoutrement?
I'm unsure.
Yes.
I think it's open to interpretation, as many parties like this are.
Fuck it, I'll do both.
Oh boy.
Tara,
Yes, Green.
how much of the greenhouse is up for snippets?
Oh, don't do that.
I'm not gonna... No, I mean, like, is there anything left
I
over in
believe
there?
that
Not the
Indigo
stuff-
has been very firm about his privacy and blogging proclivities.
Wonderful, wonderful. Good on him. Anyways, that's probably my fault I took the rose. Where can we get flowers?
We'll stop at a space florist
Oh, no.
on the way.
Thank you, sis.
Shall I set a course for SB-176, Captain?
I suppose you shall.
Thank you. I would advise caution.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
Apart from stopping by for some flowers and some masks on the way, as I believe all of you are out of downtime activities, anyone have anything they want to do on the way?
Oh, I'm shopping for the crew because I'm the only one who can change my appearance.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Is Pink on getting outfit
I
duty?
feverishly take everybody's measurements and take notes.
Don't you already have them as part of being like the doctor?
Well, I mean, I don't know that
Don't know
taking measurements is part of treating you when you're bleeding out your
Yeah, I was
fucking
saying, I don't
gut.
think those are tailors and doctors
for
are
your
doing quite the same
physicals.
things.
Definitely not. So yeah, I would be taking everybody's measurements because I'm a fashion girly. And then I would be taking requests specifically from Blue, and the boys get no say. I'm just gonna dress them.
Boys
Okay.
get no say.
The boys get no say.
What I would
Green
love
They
to
get
know...
voluntold. They get voluntold to do things, and they also get no say on what they wear.
And that's that on that.
Green literally saying that he had it covered, but okay. Fine, whatever.
What is it? This is.
Is that a scorpion mask?
Oh my god, yes!
Oh my
That's
God.
so
That's
Andrew.
so funny.
Oh,
That's
Okay, well, I knew
incredible. Never change.
No.
Andrew never
No.
change.
What
doesn't-
masks are you all wearing to this shindig? And dress, if you want to describe your dress.
Oh, all my stuff is gonna be Iris themed because, of course, I'm gonna be on the nose like that.
Of course. God, how the fuck do I masquerade my noodles?
Anyone?
I
think,
actually do have a thought. Oh, sorry. You first, Red.
No. Go ahead.
Alrighty. I'm thinking like the kind of... I don't know if you ever seen Code Geass, but like the fine formal accoutrement that Suzaku gets as a Knight of Renown. Full cape included, the chain over the shoulder. Except instead of white, it's green.
Of course.
And
Knew exactly what
everything
you were
is
going for.
sculpted and framed with tangles of briar. And he's got clover flowers all over like a tuxedo mask sort of thing.
Love it. Blue.
I'm thinking maybe I can wrap my noodles in a little like almost, I could make them into like a rose on my little head, is what I was thinking.
Just like
Yeah, they
noo-
like do
noodle
a
bun.
little noodle bun.
Yeah.
And then with the noodle bun, if I took like some, I'm picturing like little gold body paint, you know, and just
Ooh.
over the little noodles, and then maybe smeared across the eyes, like in a stripe of sorts.
Like if you're like you were an extra in Euphoria.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the dress probably would also be like, it will be short and will come down kind of like, you know how Tinkerbell or like some of the Pixie Hollow fairies have like little leaves, like long leaves that kind of puff out as their dress. So it looks like you took a few leaves and you just cut, so like maybe 4 or 5 leaves, sewed them at the edges, with a like it comes right over like mid-thigh, I would say. Yeah, and that's gold to match the gold little noodles. Yum yum yum.
Red.
Red would go as the eyes wide shut with the gold mask with kind of white and the full black cloak.
So you're just wearing
You
a
just
full
lean into
Venetian
it.
mask with a black cloak.
Yep.
He's going full in town.
Oh my goodness.
Love that.
Lean into it.
Lean in.
And Pink, you were iris themed.
Yeah, she's gonna wear like a really pale lavender like ensemble that fades into like this dark stormy purple. And there's gonna be like little yellow accents like in the fabric, like painted into it. Gold jewelry, gold earrings, mask looks like pressed flower petals, like pressed onto the material of the mask.
As
Color's
you.
the hair.
Oh, her hair, she's gonna be blonde.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
As you approach out of the, oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Space tunnel. Brain is not working. Anyway.
The gate.
Hyperspace lane. There we go.
Oh,
As
the
you come out of the
hyperspace
hyperspace lane, you see this giant gas giant planet in front of you with a large space station and a few luxury ships in orbit around it. Some of the ships docked at this space station, and what seemed to be extremely high tech. You see a few different ships with cloaking gear just with your naked eye. They appear kind of shimmering in space. Not a problem for Terra, but you think if you were flying, you might have actually almost run into them. And you get a very pleasant voice over the intercom that says, "Docking Bay 85 is available."
I do indeed dock. In Docking Bay 85.
Once you get in, you see security here is all in very, very nice suits or tuxedos with sidearm blasters, earpieces, and like very advanced goggles. You also notice that there are security cameras equipped with infrared everywhere. This looks like as secure or more secure than anywhere that any of you have ever been before. There are also Urbots that are scattered about, running errands. And you tell me, Ethene, would you be greeting them at the gate, or will you meet them at the party?
Oh goodness, no. She is inside the party.
Okay. You all have an invitation, electronic, of course, and have been given a location to this open air bar on a rooftop of a building. This is like this is a movie cast. Have you all seen The Fifth Element?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Imagine Floston Paradise.
Mm.
That's where you are currently. A very high fashion, ritzy, pretentious Floston Paradise. Everyone's dressed to the nines. And you were directed to an open air. Somehow it is possible, though it must be just barely in Atmo for this to work. And you see as you approach the area, there's a few different floors that are inside, but there's one that's outside, and there are people schmoozing, cocktails, piano bar, a string quartet, waiters bringing champagne and other drinks around, and you see someone standing at a station checking names on a list. You get in line, you scan your invitation, don your masks, and walk into the party.
we bring weaponry?
No one checks your weapons.
Ooh.
That's good.
But if you would like to choose your payload, you might get some eyes if you go over light. In fact, you would definitely get some eyes if you go over light.
I won't go over light.
You might be able to hide a blaster under your dress or something, but any more than that, you're going to be getting some looks.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing a blaster. I don't play around.
Okay.
In a little knife.
Little thigh holster, little thigh action.
Oh, you
my
bet.
God.
That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
she did a little. That's why she did a little puff to her dress.
Ooh. Smart.
Keep weapons. on
Pink
her.
also wore a long dress for similar reasons.
Frank,
It looks-
just for our knowledge, is Indigo coming with us, or is he?
I believe
our canon
Indigo is
reason?
on the ship, trying to make sure that he is going to get the cube working
Got it.
in case the gate plan does not work.
Got it.
And he will be there to help in case of emergencies.
Copy. Green, do you want to be my my buddy, my eyes wide shut buddy?
Aw.
Not in that sense, you know.
Listen. Respectfully, Red, listen. I love you. You know I love you. You're my little red hot. But consider the following. We're at a fine wine and dine place, and I got this lovely lady that I would very much like to have on my arm the whole night. So, I'm gonna take off with her. Make sure that the captain's protected, eh? And he's gonna go with Pink.
That was very cute. Well, Blue, me and you.
That's me and you then. I'm sure we'll do fine.
And Ethene, you can feel free to break in whenever you deem it appropriate. I am sure you could
Perfect.
recognize them whenever you would like. But otherwise, you all may schmooze as you desire.
So this entire outdoor floor of this building is set up like a walkable garden. There's a center gazebo area that seems to be void of people at the moment. But there are little gravel pathways that branch off and wend around until they get to little alcoves. And they each seem to be a tiny ecosystem of the flora from a select different planets. So there'll be one ecosystem over here with all the flowers and whatnot, like a garden that would be located in that specific planet, and then another and another. So it's this menagerie of different gardenscapes. And you see people walking around the party with cocktails to match, and you can see that they're getting them from those specific areas. And of course, people dressed in the plant life of those different planets. As you walk around, only the serving staff is in plain black and white attire. Everyone else is being incredibly extra. It looks like these are the sort of parties that you want an invite to. A little excess, a little hedonism. Everyone takes a nice little break from what's going on in the world to have a good time. You do finally spot someone that looks like the individual that called you on the ship system earlier. She is a little taller than she looked on screen. She is in a sheer gown with briar stretching up from a floor-length hem all the way up to a sweetheart neckline, like tree roots. And there are roses that increase in frequency as you get towards her feet. They're all in the same shade of rose gold as her hair. She seems to be engaged in a discussion with someone who looks like he's depending on the drink in his hand to get through the conversation.
Well, that looks to be our host.
Are you wanting to go on and get it over with, or shall we walk around? Check the perimeter?
Yeah, we can do that. Maybe clock some exits. This is the exact kind of party I don't want to be invited to. Look at these fools walking around,
I know.
wallowing in their own money.
Yeah. Well, while we're saving planets, this is what they do. I know.
Yeah. Do you think your planet is represented here?
Certainly not. It's too far away.
I mean,
Besides,
one of the gardenscapes.
I doubt a person here knows what my planet actually is.
Hmm.
It's not even in the system.
Well, I'd like to see it one day.
I would love to take you sometime. It's been a long time since I've been there. Tamar Morris. It's gorgeous though. Oceans over the whole planet. These large, hefty tree trunks sprout out of the ocean, and that's where our cities were built. In the trees. It's a very lovely place.
Sort of like Avatar.
Huh? She does a
Nothing.
little.
It does sound amazing. Let's do some walking around, see if we can scope things out.
Let's clock exits, and I doubt anyone here has any actual weaponry, but I would like to know if they do.
Do some visual pat downs.
Yeah, and she just kind of does a little attach to your arm and will
Perfect.
follow with you.
Frank, do we see any visible exits?
Exits, yes. There are plenty of exits. Emergency exits, standard stairs that lead off of this rooftop. You could also jump off the side of the building if you needed to. There's lots of ways out. As far as trying to find weapons, that sounds like study to me.
Ooh, okay.
Alright.
Can we do you want to just both do a study?
Sure. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Partial success from moi.
Oh goodness. Do a little roll. What do I have?
Is that a failure?
Definitely.
Awesome. Love failing into trouble.
What? You fucking what?
Red,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
you are looking around, looking at people, trying to like do visual inspections to see if someone has any weapons, and then a couple steps between you and Blue temporarily and looks at Blue and says, "Well, you look fetching. I've never seen you around here before."
Oh.
He's in danger.
She
Hold
does
up.
a little peek up.
I appreciate it. That's very kind of you to say.
And she's trying to inch back
Oh,
and get away.
you poor thing. You look so terrified.
No, just trying to get somewhere.
Oh, I see. You're here for...
I'm trying to get to him.
And she does a little point over to Red.
Oh, I see. Oh, you don't, I saw you looking at me, and I thought, oh, bother. This is so embarrassing.
Oh no! She does a little blink, 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 big blink, blink, and then a look over to Red like, oh my fucking god, I'm not good at this shit. doesn't-
Red will like look back around. Oh, he'll walk up. Oh, hey, darling. What's going on? Who is this?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll just get going. James, but I'll leave you to it. I apologize.
Pleasure to meet you, James. Darling, shall we?
She attaches on and then is like scurrying with you.
You're just making friends wherever you go.
No, I didn't think people would actually talk to me.
We forgot to split up the faces again.
Oh,
Hey, wait.
100%.
Wait a minute. Is your man somewhere here?
And Victor's
Oh.
there.
Hold up. If Victor's here, I'm fine.
Who knows?
He's
It's a masquerade. How would you know?
I'd know that man's pecs anywhere.
Can't hide those.
You can't hide
Delicious.
No,
that.
you cannot, nor should you.
Dude, I would notice him by his hair.
True. You have not seen Victor yet.
It.
Yet?
Eyes emoji?
Oh my god.
Well, whether he's here or not, I'm just going to feed into your paranoia for the rest of the episode, so...
I wanna see.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the party,
Meanwhile, on the other
Okay.
side of the party...
I just love parties like this. They're just so much fun. So much gossip and intrigue and drama. Sometimes things get a little out of hand.
You know, I gotta admit, I'm not accustomed to it, but I'm growing a taste for these finer things in life.
Uh-oh.
What?
There's only room for one of us to have that sort of vice, I think.
But have you considered there's always room for me to escort you to these?
True.
You look beautiful, by the way.
Wow. She like has like a fan and is like fanning herself.
I mean, you look beautiful every day, but like today is just like that extra wow, you know.
Is it the blonde? Is that what does it for you?
I was gonna say the dress, but you know what? Blonde is a good look on you.
Yeah, I kind of like it. as we get out our matching fans on stream.
Now,
Um,
I gotta know, are you interested more in the drinking first or the dancing first?
oh, drinking, definitely drinking.
Oh, absolutely drinking.
We also have spotted Ethene, correct?
Yeah. I think you're just kind of working your way around, but if you want to go right up to her, you certainly could.
Well, our hostess is over yonder, but I think we should get a drink before we do that. Right? She just kind of
Oh.
looks up at you.
And he is going to absolutely just nod. He kind of cups your chin. Oh, absolutely. I'll follow your lead. After all, you're the expert.
True, I should be the one taking the lead here. And she will kind of gently grab your arm and kind of guide you through the crowd to whichever bar looks more interesting.
Oh, you don't need to go to a bar. Eventually, someone would see that you two are looking thirsty. Sir, madam, champagne.
Oh, thank you so much. And she will definitely take one of those.
Thank you.
Hands
And
each
he-
you a glass. Enjoy your evening. Wanders away.
Sips. Where did blue and red go? She's like looking around.
And you all
Right.
see Blue being harried by a young couple that had been towering over her before Red seems to deftly rescue her and escort her away. Saves her from being potentially propositioned as a third.
Pink kind of makes eyes with either red or blue, whoever is looking in their direction at that point in time, to just be like, should we go over here now?
She'd
Okay.
give you a little peep, little nod, like a.
So she's just going to very casually lead Green towards where Ethene is at.
And you go back over and greet your host.
Athene is talking to an older gentleman who very stoically nods at her. She's talking about something vapid. Either the latest season's fashion or whether his complexion would look better with gold, jewelry, or silver. And he takes a very strong sip of his drink. Oh, it's delightful to see you. She puts her glass in front of her mouth slightly, obscuring this gentleman's view of her, cants her shoulder to the side slightly, and mouths, "I'm dying." It wasn't too much trouble to get here, was it?
Who is she addressing? Who is she addressing
Oh,
that to?
sorry. The two of you.
Oh, okay.
Green and
Oh
pink.
no, not terrible at all. It is good to see you.
And it is a pleasure to see you. Mr. Covington, it's been a delight, but I have some terribly pressing matters to attend to, if you don't mind. And I'm sure he nods
Yes,
at her.
of course,
Oh,
ma'am.
thank you.
I was just leaving anyway.
Tell your daughter I said hello. We'll be on for brunch next Saturday.
Yes, and thank you for recommendation and her getting into university.
Of course, anytime.
See you again soon, madam.
She waits until he's out of earshot, which isn't terribly difficult, given that there is a low hum's worth of conversation, of music being played in the background.
It's buzzing.
Oh yeah, which is perfect for just great conversations. Oh, I'm so glad you both could make it. Sometimes these events can be so boring with all the same faces, if you know what I mean.
I could definitely see this happening in this culture too, but other sorts of party types definitely are exactly the same. You run into the same people over and over, and it's maddening.
God, and it's such a terrible ordeal to try to plan something new every year. The theme for this year, getting together, functioning ecosystems for each of our nearby planets. This is taking me the better part of 6 months, but it's paid off. It's beautiful. All of these are alive. We flew in all the right humidifiers, soil components. Everything's healthy without destroying the ecosystems, of course.
Well, we do love a bit of preservation, don't we?
Oh, of course. How else would we make sure that these things continue?
Of course. And it's good for these fine folks too. What is the phrase? Touch some grass every now and again?
Different kinds, of course, as well.
Of course.
Had to expand our horizons a little. Oh, you both got something to drink. Perfect. I do have to recommend. She leans over and points towards an arid ecosystem. And there are these beautiful teal-colored drinks in martini glasses, and it looks like there's like a little aloe vera or something pinned to the rim. It's hard to tell from here. But I do think I'm missing two of your companions. I wouldn't want to exclude them from our very important conversations.
They are certainly making their way over. Pink kind of turns a little bit to look at the crowd, see where Blue and Red are at.
Where are
That's the
Blue
way
and Red?
she has. She's went in the opposite direction.
Aww.
Red's kind of letting her lead the way, just kind of still keeping an eye out. He's very cautious.
She's doing her little scope as she does.
So Red wearing a scowl, Blue wearing a cryptic gaze.
Oh yeah, blinders on. Do not look at me. It's very much the like arms crossed because she does not like this at all.
Do not come up to me. I'm just grocery shopping. Leave me alone.
I am just here to get what I have to get and leave.
Relatable.
Oh dear. And after all the trouble you went through to get us all under one roof. There's like a complete shift in Green's body language between when they got their glasses and when they walked over.
Positive or negative?
More stiff back, upstanding. If he wasn't looking you in the eye, he would be looking down his nose at everyone else.
Oh,
So-
he's acting, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit.
How's that laboratory been treating you?
I haven't really had the chance to fully test it out yet, but I will be soon.
Good. I made sure that it was all of the latest technology I could get my hands on.
Thank you for including the inventory, by the way. It saved me so much time.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't want you fumbling around for your things. That way, you
Appreciate
can
it.
also account for everything that's there. I want you to see each and every chemical, device, specimen that's now at your disposal.
And I do certainly appreciate it.
Of
Also looking
course.
forward to some of the other items we've discussed previously.
Mhm. Oh, of course. As soon as she's peeking through the crowd and kind of glancing over your shoulder, and she leans in a little conspiratorially.
Mhm.
That elderly woman right there in the carnations. the
Yes.
One that's a little consumed by them. She should have gone a little bit lighter, and a shade of more delicate blue would have suited her. But
It's too poofy and it clashes with her hair, but right, I see
Oh.
her.
She's poor dear. She's trying to swallow some of those imperfections, but that's all right. We'll give that to her. She's the head of oh, you probably don't know the name. Don't worry about it. Some banking institution. I can't even remember it off the top of my head if we're going to be rather honest. Once my business done with it's almost concluded with her, then we can talk about a few more of those additions to your ship.
Intriguing.
Of course, if we can come to an agreement of sorts, because of course I need to be able to afford it.
Of course.
She gives you a little wink.
I think that would be best discussed with all of my compatriots. And she's
Oh,
going to in the middle of the conversation, she's going to kind of play with like one of her earrings that she's kind of converted into one of her communicators to be like, what are you doing?
Are you talking to Blue, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm. Come back, please.
Have you figured out what she wants yet?
She wants to talk to all of us.
Fine. Okay.
As Blue and Red walk over there, Red whispers into Blue's ear, "Never let them know your next move."
That's not the problem. I don't think people here would be prepared for my kind of next move.
I'm referring to myself. And as they get to Ethene, as they get to Ethene, Red all of a sudden starts acting very outgoing, like he's a bit drunk. And he's like, "Athena, so nice to meet you. Oh my God, what an amazing party. I am having the drinks from over there, the desert, the ocean planet, oh my God, this place is amazing. Thank you so much for the hospitality."
Definitely
She
drawn
rolls
some
with
eyes.
it immediately. Oh yeah. She acts like y'all are old friends. Oh, of course. I couldn't do anything less. It's so nice to see you. You look dashing, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I'll go and give a little mwah, mwah.
She fucking rolls with it like y'all planned this performance.
Wow, I'm just so happy to be here. How much did all this cost? This must have cost an arm and a leg and a foot. I don't know what else.
She leans in and does that thing where people very gently touch you at the top of your chest. Oh, honey, you don't even want to know. Probably the cost of a moon on one of the smaller planets, but don't tell anyone.
I am wow. Just wow. Ethene, amazing. You don't care if I call you Ethene, right? That's fine.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. Well, I already have my lab. She can't take it from me.
I can't believe it. I thought that we were going to start Eyes Wide Shut, rolled straight into 22 Jump Street.
She gives him a little pat on the cheek. It's gentle. It's not rough. It's not hard. Her skin is so fucking soft. Also, when she's that close, she smells fucking nice. You and I both know it's a thing. And she gives you another wink. Now that we're all here, do we want to convene in the gazebo? She does not wait for a response. She does very promptly turn on her heel and does a very practice sachet almost towards the very centerpiece of this entire floor.
Come on, darling. And she'll pull Grain along.
As long as there are drinks there, that's what I say.
Please, after you, love.
The eyes, as you seem to be making your way out of this area into another, the eyes stop following you, but you hear gossip about, like, oh, who are they? Who's she? Who's he? Don't know what family he's from. Is he in manufacturing, you think? And so on and so forth. The whispers start spreading.
Ooh.
As everyone follows into this gazebo, it's ironically a little simple in design in comparison to the very elaborate garden alcoves. It's simply a white structure. It looks like it's made of some sort of metal. And it only has one open section of the circle, so you can only enter from one side. In the center is a small table that seems to be anchored to the structure itself, and on it is set a collection of fluted champagne glasses. In it is a very bubbly tincture, and there looks to be a sugared rose petal attached to the side. Please be my guests. Should make sure everyone is inside the structure, and then you can watch her very gently, about hip level, reach back and tap one finger to the side. There's a very slight glow. And only because you're paying attention at the moment, you see a sheen shimmer down through the air, encompassing the structure. She walks forward, plucks a champagne glass by the stem. Now remember to keep a smile on your face. We're all here to discuss trivial things, life's little pleasures. And she holds up the glass in a sort of toast to that.
Here, here. Keep a smile on your face.
The big pleasures.
Now, this little barrier will mask the sounds we make, but not the expressions on our faces. And it will obscure slightly our mouths so they can't be read. But remember, appearances. She does another and drains about half the glass. She walks over to the side of the railing, sets both elbows on it, and leans backwards. Now I think we have a bit of business to discuss. There's the matter of the church.
Oh, thank God we can talk normally for once. Yeah, that little chestnut.
It's become a bit of a thorn in my side. And I think you lot might be able to do something about that.
Yeah, that's our plan.
How exactly are they causing trouble for you? I kind of figured this sort of market you'd take advantage of isn't exactly strangled by who's at the helm.
She swirls around that bubbly in her glass. Well, let's just say that some governing bodies are easier to control than others. The church doesn't value the sort of currency that I do. And because they deal in faith rather than cold hard cash, I'm a little bit at a disadvantage. I'd like to continue having influence where I desire, and I think you'd like to continue reaping the fruits of my labors. I'm assuming?
Definitely. So what is it exactly you'd like for us to do? And she'll take a sip.
Unfortunately, I'm not necessarily in the business of staging coups. So, as long as you overthrow the church, I really don't care how it gets done.
Well, Blue, what do you think, Captain?
She's having a little think. She kind of did a little lean back, kind of set the drink down on the railing. Does a little finger tap. I haven't thought how we're going to deal with the actual church yet. They're harder to get to than the governor was, that's for sure. But it's not like his security was difficult. And if I just kill him like I did last time, someone else will just fill their place.
Religious zealotry does tend to be a little bit more difficult to control. Martyrs and the like, but I'm sure if anyone can do it, you can.
She does a little eye roll at you.
She gives you a wink. Doesn't seem plussed in the least.
If you're willing to contribute, then I don't know how well versed you are in weaponry, armories, that kind of thing.
Can you get us a coherence cannon?
Oh, is that a device in the game?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a very big gun and very, very illegal.
Oh, okay.
Big
Oh.
illegal fuck
Oh.
you gun.
How difficult
ship.
would that be for her to get? Is that even something that's plausible?
Yeah, you could do it.
Oh!
Here, I'll read the description real quick.
Oh
If I
boy.
can.
You see,
Where
we
is
need a little
it?
more firepower to deal with the church's forces. They have some pretty impressive technology and armor that we need some bigger guns for.
A capital weapon. One shot only until repaired or recharged on ships smaller than dreadnoughts. May fry systems, incredibly deadly, super not legal.
No. Oh. She does a little tap with her finger on her bottom lip. That is a lot of hoops to jump through. That's customs. That's making sure that the serial numbers can't be traced back to any of my contacts or suppliers. Erin does owe me a favor. I can, of course, look into it, but no promises. I can, however, get you through that gate.
How quickly can you get us through that gate?
How quickly can you deal with the church for me?
If you can get us through that gate in the next 48 hours, then I can drop hell on every single one of the stupid fucking ships, basically as soon as we're through.
How quick can she accomplish this?
So I would say you were pretty confident you can get them to the gate without any trouble using your own credentials. Getting them through the gate will be up to them, but you can ensure that they can get there without being harried, basically. So the infiltration part of the job, getting to it, getting set up, not a problem. And crew above table, without this person, that would be very difficult, as your ship and your names and your faces are all extremely well known currently.
I can get you to it. I should have a few more credentials stored up. No, different pseudonyms and the like. That will make sure that no one gives you any trouble. But I think the navigating part's still on you.
That part we should be able to handle, hopefully.
That should be no problem.
Perfect. I can set that up. She gives a glance around the room before draining the rest of her little champagne. She sets it down on the railing next to her with a little clank. Do you have a plan in mind for the church, then? You know, before I hand over any meaningful goods. Just want to make sure we have an approach.
Well, Pink looks at Blue.
Yeah, Blue looks at Pink like a...
Well, Captain, how are you getting rid of the Church of Stellar Flame?
I intended on actually recruiting a few mystics to do the job for me.
Oh. She seems to give that some serious thought.
If I'm gonna above table help you out, Momo, and the crew, Victor has armed the Memish Rebellion, and you have equipped his ships with capital weapons that you stole from the shipyard. You could potentially talk Ismisa into helping you, potentially. And then you also have the various other allies you've picked up. You have Conclave
We're building an
01.
army.
You have the Dyranet gang. So...
Okay.
And you don't know, because you haven't met up with them, you might be able to get the racers on your side, the Echo Wave riders, but you
I could
haven't
definitely
met
get
up
the
with them
races on
yet.
my side.
Those
Cool.
are my homies. Tokyo Drift episode! Sorry.
Just
Exactly.
taking stock of all the people that you've kind of
She
won
would
over.
give a pause then, between that. But before all of those, a small army armed with weaponry, a few gangs from multiple systems. Certainly larger than anyone else's forces.
Maybe the Vigilance.
Well, you lot are the tacticians, not me. So, you think all of this is going to be successful?
I haven't failed yet.
That is a good track record. She takes a few steps over, grabs another flute of champagne, swirls it thoughtfully. Well, I of course won't make you sign any paperwork. No paper trails and all. But I think we might have a deal. I give you credentials. You give me a church. Dismantled and in disarray. She switches the wine glass, or the champagne flute, to her left hand, and she extends a hand to Blue.
She looks at it. Looks
And
at you.
the coherence cannon.
You make sure there's not any lingering embers of this church and I'll get you your cannon.
She'll give you a little shake.
It's firm. She looks like she's just some rich baby girl. That's a good handshake.
She's got teeny little webbed hand.
Oh, cute.
Little webbed hand. It's very cute.
She's gentle with it. She's not gonna try to like human forward your handshake. She's nice. Indicates that she's probably interacted with lots of Xenos. Positive.
Pause.
Well, I guess this is another reason to celebrate then. She kind of gestures to the wine glasses again, or the little champagne flutes. Please help yourself.
Don't mind if we do.
Sounds good to me. You're already down the first one.
Oh yeah. Oh
The
yeah.
food and
This shit's
drinks are
good.
free.
Oh yeah. Everything seems to be of a very high quality. This is one of those parties where you don't spare any expense. Because it's your social capital on the line. This is your reputation. This is people wanting to engage in business deals and have connections with you. This is just another form of rapport.
And do you
This
all...
is practically a vice roll for Pink.
I was going to say, this is
Interaction.
basically your vice.
Get your luxury vice on, girl.
Oh yeah.
Any of you doing anything else at the party? Any other goals? Anything else you're looking for?
Aw.
Any other conversations you would like to have?
While we're in the bubble, you mean?
Either in the bubble or outside the bubble. I'm just leaving it up to you all.
Is there anyone else worth knowing here?
It depends on what you're looking for. She leans in Blue's direction, point across the party. And there's this individual who has styled his hair into a sunflower, but only like half a sunflower because obviously hair starts above your ears. So she's got like a little halo of sunflower.
Cute.
He looks a little ridiculous, but this is kind of a place to do that. If you're into the local animal husbandry trade, you want that one. Or if, I don't know, the fiduciary accounts are more your thing. She leans over and points to another flamboyantly dressed fop of an individual. You want that one over there. Or do you have something a little bit more specific in mind?
Weapons dealers? Vehicles? Someone who deals in that.
It sounds like that's not quite as interesting of a subject, but does she know anyone specifically who does deal in those things?
Let me see. I'm consulting the book.
Yeah.
Me getting out the book. I have a question also.
Well, what's your question, Mandy, while I'm looking at the book?
I think Pink would, at some point during the conversation, look to Ethene and say, so, because this is your party, I assume you know everyone who's here. Is there anybody here who has connections to Isotropa Maxicure?
Oh, okay.
Oh, good one.
I think these are both the same person.
Ooh, what do you know?
Oh, shit!
What you know?
There is a person here that, since, you know, Ethene knows everyone, obviously. There is a person named Espo Wu. They go by Bolt. Bolt Wu. They are a labor union head of the guild miners. They have a good reputation, but they have been incarcerated several times before on both legitimate and illegitimate charges.
Oh.
So they are a basically former criminal that has cleaned up a bit and is now heading the mining guild for the planet below.
She takes a moment to think, glancing up towards the ceiling of the little gazebo. Gosh, I guess bold qualifies.
Bolt.
Sure, bold qualifies. I think they're involved in all that. A little unsavory if you ask me, but if that's the sort of business you need to be in, Bolt's your person. And she does lean over after scanning the crowd for a few seconds. She doesn't point this time.
Mm-hmm.
She does sort of do a little lean when she has secured their face in the crowd. And at an opportune moment, it was like waiting for the person's attention to turn. Does a slight nod of her head and tries to indicate this individual as discreetly as possible. Because they are still in the centerpiece of the little garden party.
I would say it's almost as if you're looking at Victor Bax, well-muscled man in shades.
Fucking kidding me?
Very similar hairstyle. Not the pecs are not out on full display, but they are probably there below. And he is a little bit more blinged out, and has some.
My man blinked out.
And has some has some discreet tats poking out from under clothing. Like there's probably more there that you cannot see.
Wait, Victor has a hot brother? Excuse me? Hello?
Are they recognizable tattoos when she answers that question? I imagine Pink and I scan
would you
with her.
know any of these tattoos? Not from this distance and not from the site, no.
Right. It's probably just a little bit
But you know, if you got a little bit closer and maybe got a better look, you might be able to recognize
You
them.
motherfucker. Okay. Blue's eyes widen a little bit, and she gives a look to Pink, like a little raise of her little teeny eyebrow, and just, kind of like you see what I'm seeing kind of look, and then looks back to Ethene.
And I did not
Blue, like the
describe.
most subtle nod.
I did not describe
his
the
outfit?
mask. It's kind of a mask like an owl, like a mask of Minerva.
Oh, that's one.
Okay.
You were wanting me to introduce you, aren't you?
That would be great. Yeah.
If that's doable. Otherwise, I'm sure I could find my way over there. Or
Your
one of us could.
preference.
Pink looks at Blue.
Blue was like, if that actually is my boyfriend, no. But if it isn't, yes. Is what she's thinking. Why not?
How much interaction would Ethene have had
Not
with this
much.
individual?
Not your circle. You certainly would know them. You've probably met. Not friends, or not. You're friends, but not friends. You know.
Okay. Bolt's not exactly in my social circles, but I'll do my best. That's what teams do, right?
Yes.
So she straightens from the gazebo railing, kind of smooths out the bramble dress. Well, there we go. Leads out, and you watch her hand trail against that same side of the opening of the gazebo, and there's a very slight, like when you're on an airplane and you can sense the pressure in your ears, you get that slight pop. It's not quite as uncomfortable as that much altitude difference, but it's noticeable. She does quite a few. Oh, excuse us. We just need to. Yes, thank you. I'll see you later. and like gets through the crowd, but she does carve her way through in a way that might have been difficult for other people to do otherwise. She does get up to Bolt and does interrupt the conversation that they're taking part in presently.
Oh,
Oh, Bolt, honey, I have a few friends who would just love to make your acquaintance if you have the time, of course.
oh, I was going to go up and talk to you anyway, Ethene.
Oh, perfect. It's been so long.
It has been far too long. You know, you really should spend some more time down by the docks. I know you think it's beneath you, but you really should.
All you have to do is ask, and maybe I'll make time in my schedule for it.
Well, I'm sure we could put together some kind of a game night that's more appropriate to sophisticated ladies such as yourself.
Oh, I'm sure I can get a good grasp on whatever game you need me to learn.
And you're introducing me to that fine gaggle over there.
Yes. She, like, fans out slightly so that everyone, well, as much as can be in this packed scenario, can be seen.
Tinker, tailor, soldier, or spy?
Is he asking that to her?
Just kind of saying that in general towards the group as they approach.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all know that a wise woman doesn't answer that question.
Well, Bolt Woo, I'm pleased to meet all of you.
Are we using our aliases team? Did we talk about that?
We
You
didn't
could-
talk about that.
You
We
could
can just
talk
say
about
whatever.
giving fake names if you want. I won't put you on the spot unless some of you have fake names already conjured up. Or are you giving
The
real
name's
names?
George Smiley.
Oh my god.
Oh
Are
my
we
god.
all there? That's the real question.
If you want to be.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll extend my little hand out and just. My name is Sky. Nice to meet you.
Sky, pleasure to meet you as well. And Blue he really does seem a lot like Victor. It's not Victor, but
This is
reminds
so
you of Victor in
weird.
a lot of ways.
Same coloring and everything?
A little bit lighter than Victor, lighter shade, but demeanor is he has that very quiet arrogance, the same type of thing that Victor does. It's a little bit uncanny. Maybe it's a criminal thing. Who knows?
No. Oh, no.
Oh my god, your boyfriend's a cookie cutter.
Oh no.
Wow.
My god, if only
Going
all
for the
criminals were
standard
that
model.
beautiful. Goodness.
Oh no, this just popped a conspiracy in my head, but we'll get to that.
This is crazy.
Oh my god, how many Victors are there? Are they all Orbots?
I'm just giving
Wait.
a little. She
Where's
gives
the
a
red
little
string?
peek to Pink, like as she shakes this man's hand, like just glances. Is the Can I see more of the tattoo as I go to reach for his hand?
Oh, there's
I'm hoping it'll
several. There's
peek
some
out a bit more?
on. Yeah, there's some poking out of each arm, and you
Yeah,
even
how much
see
do we
some
see?
Oh,
poking
see.
out of the collar of his shirt a little bit.
Maybe we need a matching set.
Let's
Maybe we do.
matching set of men. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Oh.
matching set of men. Oh my god, that's
Right.
such a bestie thing to
That
do.
would be
front
that
of
would be so
green.
blue and pink. That would be so.
Damn.
my
I'm
God.
going to fortune
criminal
roll
men.
to see are these tattoos that you would recognize. Let's see.
We go to the spa. We get matching boyfriends. We go shopping.
good.
We do
Gotcha.
everything together.
Very typical
Thank
girl
you,
star.
Red Hot.
They
So
seem
girly pop.
they seem familiar, but you
This?
can't place it.
Does this man have a fucking brother? God, I don't know. I don't remember
I
if
feel
he
like you should
did.
know, but you don't.
This is gonna drive her crazy.
Well, what can I do for all of you? I'm a man of sophisticated taste.
Little blink, blink.
I kind of wanna do something.
Do the
Alright,
thing.
I'm gonna do it. Well, we just really wanted to meet you because she'll in a friendly way like touch Blue's shoulder. You look from a distance so familiar, and I just really wanted to get a chance to say hello because I feel like I've seen you somewhere before.
Oh, they say I have one of those faces.
I would say you have a certain air about you.
Oh, well.
It's undeniable, really.
You must be a woman who knows how to get things done, then.
I do indeed.
And what are you looking to get done on the station, or the planet, or perhaps the sector? Are you new around here? Need some introductions, perhaps?
Say, introductions might be good.
What's your
We're
business?
relatively new to the area, of course.
Of course.
Well, you see, we're looking for certain individuals who might be a little hard on their luck. But we could always discuss that at a later time, if you'd prefer. It is a party, after all. It doesn't have to be all business.
He glances at your ink. Curious. Well, certainly no one around here is hard on their luck.
Certainly not.
That's for sure.
Things are changing in the system, though, aren't they?
They are indeed.
For those not in the know, it can be dangerous times if you don't have a good contract.
I'm always looking for good contracts and good contacts.
Well, I'll drop you my information if you are looking for people hard on their luck. I'll see what I can do for you. You know, away from the party. But I would love to get to know all of you better and know how I might be able to help you.
Did this give you guys enough time to cook? Because I'm running out of ideas of what to say.
She does a little blink blink again in that characteristic little Running way, and just well, I heard that perhaps you were. Is this her? Like, I don't know what is polite. She just likes to talk about the things she likes to talk about. I have found myself recently in the market for certain vehicles, and heard maybe you would be the person to go to.
Speeder, ship, transport.
Something smaller?
Personal vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, I do have my ways of getting my hands on personal vehicles, if that's what you need.
I was hoping for someone who actually knows what they're doing as well, not just someone who can. You know, someone who's passionate about them.
Well, I wouldn't call myself a gearhead, but I know my way around a cockpit.
What you do? Sorry.
Athene does bob her eyebrows and kind of takes another sip of her drink.
Tee hee. I see. Are you familiar with the races
Where are the races at? Nightfall?
Here, I will show you on the map. Wait, where'd my mouse go? There we go. They are in Breck. You see that in Breck coming off the sun?
right.
There is this thing called the bright wind, which are solar winds that come off of the sun, and they use these to race. So say the races in Brightwind, I'm assuming, is what you mean. But yes, they are close to
That is what
nightfall.
Yeah, that is what she means. I'm not. Are you familiar then with the races in Brightwind?
Never entered into them myself, but I'm familiar. I have some friends who do that from time to time. I have some friends who work security at those events from time to time. He looks at you like and holds your gaze like, are we talking about something? What are we talking about
Talking
here?
or we racing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is the moment in the conversation. Are you a criminal? I'm picking up that you're a criminal. Are you a criminal?
Are you a criminal? Are you a cop? What are you?
Dude, are you a criminal or are you a cop?
Yeah. That's the look he's giving you, like that you're something.
I was there once and admiring some of the vehicles they drive, and I'm sure you could get your hands on one of those.
Sure. What do you drive?
Can't say that now. Can't say what I drive, even though it's sick as fuck. She probably thinks for a minute and is trying to remember like a vehicle she used to drive. So probably pulls one out that like Victor told her that she used to drive.
Just a different Corvette, not this Corvette.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, the Steel Wind series, if you've ever heard of those.
Oh yes,
Model 3?
absolutely. You know, I know my way around Scarab class freighter myself.
Oh, I see.
You know, if ever I need to make a run for it.
I love this. You know, if I were running.
You know,
Like
if
a
I were a
criminal.
criminal.
She very purposely chose a vehicle that is not like it's known for being maybe like aftermarket modded to be illegal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a
Lay
CF
down.
350. I could show you to it if you like.
Oh my god. She gives a little nod, like she's excited.
And you would
to see it.
recognize that classification. It is a perfectly legal ship, but it is very often modded for smuggling.
Oh man, this man is speaking my language. This man is speaking the blue language, which is, hey, you want to see my super hot smuggling vehicle? That's
Is that what we're calling it?
yes. Baby girl, you want to see my ship?
That is what he just said.
Okay.
Hank is also interested.
Oh my god.
Buddy
That's
system.
so funny.
Buddy system, Pink, you have to go.
It's time for the girls.
The girls have to go look at this man's ship.
Oh yeah, it's boys.
Athene, I didn't know you had such interesting friends. You know, maybe I should come to these parties more often. They always seem too pretentious for my liking. But, well,
Oh, you wound me. I have bad taste. You're here, aren't you?
you know, I wound you and I apologize. Your party's delightful. I always do need a bit of sophistication in my life, and it's nice to be reminded of the life that I've acquired over time. Thank you for that.
Of course. You deserve it. Now, you were gonna show us your ship?
Oh, absolutely. Come right this way. Who is going to see the ship?
What is happening?
Bolt ship.
I want to go see bullshit.
I want to see more than a ship, I'll tell you what.
I best be seeing more than a ship, you know? Because then I'll know if it's him or not.
I'm dead.
Green and Red, are you
Got-
staying at the party? Or are you
Red
following
will-
in tow?
Red will whisper to Green, I have an idea, and motion for them to stay. Or for him to stay with them.
Boys are acting up.
Oh man, an idea. Oh my little red hot. You know how that gets me going. Come on, let's get this underway. And he's gonna like subtly shush Red away while the girlies are distracted.
Okay. I have a GM question for the group. Since, Mandy, you are currently the only East Coaster, you You all can just message me in the Discord, but let me know what your hard stop is, because there is a job that we have to get to, and
Oh no.
I am
Oh.
loving
We just been
where this
yapping.
is going,
Oh, I'm
and it's
sorry.
totally fine. No, don't be sorry. We're having fun. I just want to know when I have to cut you all off. That's all.
You want to do one, Mandy?
Yeah, that's the latest I can go.
Okay,
All right.
just making sure. Yes, I think let's take a 10-minute break, and you all can decide, your tactics for the party, what parts of the ship that you want to see. Yeah,
All of it.
we will be right back, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2. I hope you're enjoying. If you have liked it, please follow the stream, and please join our Discord, as that is the best place to know what is going on with us, when our next shows are, when we have to cancel because the GM gets the plague, when we decide at the last minute to do a live show at PAX because we're crazy, and that just happens every time, and I'm sure someone will get talked into filming more content that they didn't plan, because that's how it always happens.
Every time.
If you want to know about all of that stuff, you'll join our Discord, and we'll also talk about what games are coming next and soon. So do that. And if you would like to help support the stream, all of the artwork we pay artists a lot of money for. Momobee is the artist for this game, so your donations go directly to supporting her wonderful art. And if you like her wonderful art and want to support and also mess with me, the GM, and help the players, then you can donate according to the rewards that are down below, or type Ignite tips, and that will tell you all the different ways that you can influence the game. And I don't think we have Ancestral Blood this week because everyone's going to be at PAX, but we have Ancestral Blood back next week. Yes. And my co-GM would like to say hi. Red and green, I believe that you had a special plan.
We've been left unsupervised, wouldn't you know it?
As per usual.
Uh-oh. Frank, are the Urbots like servers? What are the Urbots doing around?
There are a lot of different Urbots that do a lot of different things. At this party, there are some Urbot servers, but there are also some Urbots that are acting as laborers. There are some Urbots that are acting as security. There are some Urbots that are just kind of around and you don't really know what they're doing. Maybe they're carrying messages? Unsure.
All right. Green, do you want to, I don't know, help some Urbots, or do you want to rob some rich fucks?
Ooh. Ooh, my, oh my, oh my, you know? That's a tough ask. I mean, a little from column A, a little from column B.
Maybe we can, rich people love to show off how charitable they are, right?
They do. Oh, you're right. I got an idea, actually.
Oh, do tell.
Well, see, it will require a little bit of finagling. And I'd have to make a quick call, but I think maybe, just maybe, we siphon their funds into a relief from prism to all the poor victims of that unnecessary show of force the church made over Warren.
That I like. And my middle name is Finagle, so.
It is indeed. Unfortunately, this does require a middleman who knows quite a bit about aliases and moving supplies, unseen, unheard.
Who do you have in mind?
I think we need to call Maxie.
All right. All right.
Are you sure you would like to do that?
Oh shit, maybe we don't.
What?
Or could we get Indigo to help us?
Look, don't metagame me. I'm just messing with you. You can call Maxie. You guys want to call Maxie?
Say we could ask Indigo first if he could help us.
This.
No. Bry. Oh my god.
What?
Oh, you haven't seen it
Oh
yet.
my god.
$100.
Another $2.
From
Yo!
Twitch virtual.
Oh my gosh,
Right,
thank you so
wow.
much.
Thank you,
Thank
Bry.
you, homie.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Bry.
Running
It's
out
crazy.
of... Well, it seems that
We get that
Ethene
coherence
has come
cannon.
through with another
Woo! We got a
another
cannon.
another piece of equipment that
Thank you so much, Ethene.
Bry has donated. Wow. Everyone's been so generous this season. This is crazy.
I know we thought the $5 character monologues were gonna get hammered.
I thought that was gonna
$5
be a no.
donations are getting hammered.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I thought of something else.
I'm
You're
all
right.
ears.
Charitable. They love being charitable because it makes them look good.
Mhm.
But what if we got them into a little bidding war over who they're charitable for?
Okay, I'm listening.
Well, everyone here is from all over the place, right? Surely they know of the less fortunate that could be, assisted. We got some from Warren. We probably got some from Mem.
That's yes.
So, maybe, because this won't cause much duress in a fine howdy-do wine and dine session like this, because rich people will always just show off and get into weirdo finagling on their own already. He says as he finishes his glass. So, we just gotta push them along into the inevitable end of the night that does not cause damage for our lovely hostess.
Yeah, that's one thing we'd worry about. Except she has gone off with our two friends.
Ah, this is true. And you know what? They'd have to pay reparations to her. Now we're talking. So, shall we schmooze out some targets here?
Yeah.
So if I'm understanding correctly, your job is to convince people to donate to charity here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. To pit them against each other in a sense, so they like a pissing contest.
This is an
of who has the most
elaborate,
money.
like, silent charity auction you're trying to workshop here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you each roll sway for me?
Yeah, buddy.
Copy that.
Is it just standard position?
There is no consequence. Yeah, it's just
Critical
standard.
success!
Green.
Boxcars.
I got partial success.
I'm gonna need to think about how that's gonna manifest in the game. We'll come back to that, and let me make a physical note.
Wonderful. But do you need? Would you like me to at least narrate how I get it
Oh.
onto the floor?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Oh, excellent. So, Green is going to, back in his prim and proper body language and posh voice, just going to do that, speak a little louder than normal. Not to where he's shouting, but to where people around him are hearing just, "Oh, yes, dear friend. My father was quite questionable of it at first, but absolutely," he said. He said, "Barty, my boy, those poor people on Warren really are suffering so much with all of the upheavals and unease and uncertainty that, well, of course, I absolutely managed to get some good dollars sent their way. What is it but our responsibility, those who have the most, but to give to those who have the least? After all, what does it make us look but charitable? To assist those who require it. And you know something, it was rather outstanding when I personally went to Warren myself and delivered the first of these donations. Wow, you should have seen the way those families, the way they lit up. Those people are truly suffering out there."
Excuse me, am I understanding this correctly? Is there a leaderboard for who's the most charitable?
Well, of course there is. It's myself. Bartholomew Waters, scion of the Waters family. No one at all will ever surpass what I do for our sector. The church might talk big, and Prism might insist they talk bigger, but it's up to us. We're the ones who are right there with the people.
I bet I could out donate you. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you must be kidding me. My fine fellow, you could never beat me at my own game. What, do you think you can send more to Mem than I can send to Warren? Oh, foolish.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's already been done.
Already been done? Ridiculous.
Yes.
I need another drink, and he's gonna grab a second glass, finish the first, put it on the same tray he took the glass from. You know what? I will meet you. I will, in fact, call your bluff. I'm going to phone my father right away as soon as the soiree's over. I'm going to get more sent out.
Excuse me, sir. Are you saying you are donating to a charitable cause?
Absolutely,
Of
sir.
course. Are you not?
How much are you donating?
Well, you see, it's a competition. Whoever donates the most gets the grand prize.
I already have my check.
20 credits. I will donate 20 credits to them right now. I will have the
20
order
credits.
from the bank wired over.
Oh, dear me. That'll have to go up. I was thinking 18, but, 26 might sound a bit nicer.
I had already sent 30.
Already 30?
Excuse me, I would like to donate 40 credits to the wonderful people of Mam.
Wow. That's going to be tough to top. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to.
45!
45? What upstanding individuals we have here.
20 to Warren and 25 to Mam.
This is wow. You truly are amazing people here.
I will send it to the Memish Labor Union myself. I'm told that there's
No. You have to look. Here's a website you go to, and this is how you'll get on the leaderboard. Don't you want people to know how much you've donated?
You're giving him your cash app.
Yup. Not the cash app.
Indigo, I'm gonna need you to create a website real quick.
Indigo, please.
To be fair, the money is gonna go to charity. We're just gonna make sure it gets there.
okay.
Well, we're the charity.
I mean that genuinely.
Okay. And it continues as these people, because of your critical success, have decided to big dick each other to try to donate more money to the charitable causes and the lost causes on Warren, Mem, and other poor souls.
You know, Red, in the wake of all this money getting tossed around, what say you when we get back to the ship, queue up It's a Mad, 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 Mad World?
You read my heart.
I always do.
Ladies, what are y'all up to?
And I was say, speaking of big dick, we cut to the ship.
Oh, is that what we're talking about? Okay.
Well, yeah. I think so. Is he gonna lead us to his ship?
He is leading, wine in hand. And he takes you to he has a private dock here, and you see it is blue. It's a gorgeous ship. It's not as big as your ship, but it's not all about the size, okay? This ship,
Right.
sleek, polished, perfect condition. Good engines.
Yeah.
And he has an Urbot crew that is outside, loading and unloading cargo. Some of them humanoid Urbots, some of them tracked or wheeled that are just taking things on and off.
While we're noticing this and kind of walking onto the ship, near and onto the ship,
Mm-hmm.
does he treat the Urbots any kind of way?
Oh yeah.
He will give a polite bow and is saying, Ecto, well done.
Oh, so he
Nice.
addresses them and like.
Yeah. And then,
them
like,
nicely.
one of them goes by, he, like, pats one of them on the head as he's going. It's like, watch that. Very fragile.
Aw.
If you'll be careful. They're loading and unloading. I didn't know I was going to have company.
Oh, don't let us interrupt you.
Oh, no
I'm
interruption.
Sure it won't be a bother.
Yes, just watch your step. Not sure what, state things might be on the inside.
Okay.
Eyes emoji? What does that mean?
Eyes emoji? What does that mean?
Like this exact face we just made.
Yeah.
I feel like the three of us just, well, maybe not Ethene, but I feel like Pink and Blue would giggle at that a little bit.
Have a little gig.
Have a little giggle.
I think this is Athene's like third cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
she's having a giggle.
Good.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, we're all having a giggle.
Good, good, good.
He covers a code on the side of the door and it's like, ladies, if you wouldn't mind averting your gaze for a moment.
No, of course. And she'll like put her little fan up.
He punches in a combination and door opens to the side and he walks in, looks side to side, and you see it is a spacious hallway. Think Millennium Falcon, but fancier.
Okay.
Leads down, plush couches, a bar, a circular table with some chairs.
Oh.
And you see that there is a Urbot bartender in a top hat
Love him.
polishing up some beer glasses. Saul? Yes, master. Everything all right? Of course. I would like you to meet my three friends. This is... What did you introduce yourself, Blue? I cannot remember now.
I use Sky.
Sky, Ethene, and... I don't remember what name Pink used.
Oh, I don't think I got the chance. I just gave a fake name.
Generic
I
fake
can't-
name. He would
Uh,
introduce each
Flora.
of you. So
Flora.
they came to see the facilities. Oh, never been inside a transport ship before. That's my assumption.
No, the things that I've been in are typically smaller than this.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, what?
Man, this is pretty big.
Ship's pretty big. My experience is typically with, like I was mentioning, the Oh my God, Frank is gone.
Wait, can you guys not see me anymore?
No.
No,
Just,
we can see you.
Okay.
No, you left.
You put your head down.
Sent
Yes,
away.
yes.
Yes.
The ships I'm more familiar with are the ones, like I said, that are a bit more of a personal vehicle that you would race.
Well, I suppose I should show you all the things that she's capable of, as I said, now that we're away from polite company. And he'll tap the ground, and he'll then, like, go to the floor, and he'll, like, put his hand. It was, like, blended in so well that you didn't notice that part of the floor was actually a panel. And he'll open and show that there is a hidden compartment in the floor. And you see that there are crates of some kind of a contraband there. And you look, and it looks like it's a space that goes pretty far in depth throughout the entire ship. And you see that there's just boxes and cases of stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is it recognizable stuff? Like,
It's just the boxes that you see. They're just like basically pelican cases, essentially. So you don't know what's in it. And he'll like kind of give you a smile and a wink. You could say around here I could get you almost anything that you need.
Interesting.
You know, typically if I saw a case like that, I would want to put weaponry in it.
Well, what are you in the market for?
Yeah, let's fucking go, guns!
The girls get guns and they flirt.
I love that
girls
Momo is like, I like fast cars and guns. That's what I'm about.
Those are Blue's special interests. She cares about fast
Blue
cars and
special
guns.
interests. Truly.
Also, waffles.
And
also
waffles,
little,
yes.
yeah, sweet, yeah, and little pancakes. Oh,
You don't
Sweet
see
little
a
breakfast
waffle
treats.
iron, but you clock an espresso machine in the corner.
oh, a man who likes good coffee.
You can
I
make us
trust-
coffee. Never mind.
Oh
It's
no!
like the one thing I'm good at.
Oh no!
Oh,
I didn't do it on purpose, Green. I didn't do it
Dude,
on
he can-
purpose.
he can grind up those. Never mind.
Oh,
Never mind. Never mind. I've said too much.
we're getting dangerously close to thrill territory right now.
I'm sorry.
Let's wait till the accent. What are you in the market for?
A few things, really.
Standard fare, I think. Easy reload time. Maybe, I don't know, something that could be universally trained on. And she would name off, like, a very, like, generic kind of... Like, she doesn't want special weaponry.
Yeah, you're just looking
She
for
just
the good
wants-
stuff.
She just wants nice, solid guns and the same of... Like, she wants copy-paste that she could, give to people. So she could fit an army
He
all the same.
he reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a communicator. Ecto, could you pull out the silverware for me? I'm going to show my friend the cockpit.
Oh, the silverware.
Oh!
Oh, the code words.
Ethene does another one of those eyebrow bobs and like drains the rest of her bag.
Ooh! Love
This
this
is
kind of shopping.
Probably not the size of a bridge that you're used to on your Corvette, but it gets the job done, and he takes you down the hallway.
You don't
You
know
see-
where or how, but Pink has a flask in her hand.
Oh my god. As she deserves.
He takes you down
yeah,
the
sure.
hallway, and there's a few different monitors. Some of them have news playing. Some of them look like they have information on the stock market. You might catch a brief glimpse of a report about all of you on the monitor for a brief second before flashing away. And then he leads you down, pushes a button, and it opens up, and it's a 3-seater. There's one in the front and then 2 seats in the cockpit next to each other with control panels all on the side. Hits a few switches and the lights illuminate.
Nice.
Oh, how nice.
Why don't you all have a seat?
And where are you gonna be sitting?
That's so real.
Well, I would never take a seat away from a lady, but by all means, I'm happy to take a seat with you.
Honey, do you want his lap? Or is it
Live reaction of her as well, really. Because, oh my god.
Pink nearly choking on her whiskey, like, oh.
No shame.
Sky, why don't you come here? You seem like you know how to drive.
Boy, does she. And she will. That is probably already where she was headed when you said that. She's like, I always sit in pilot seat. So she just gives a little look. Like a... As she passes, little big blink. big blink of, not me.
And because I know Blue definitely cares about this, you look and you see, yeah, there don't seem to be any weapons on this ship, or at least not any significant. But you kind of like look over the systems and you can see smuggling compartments. You can see, depending on how much snooping you do, which I imagine you would do a little snooping, you can see
love to
ship's
snoop.
inventory that seems to be a lot of code words like silverware that he mentioned, coffee cups, all sorts of other benign household things that you have picked up may be contraband, maybe not. Some might be legitimate, some might not be. And he slides in next to you on the seat.
Oh. All right.
So, is this as nice as your ship?
Huh. She does a little like side glance because I don't know how close he actually is.
As close as you let him get.
She won't stop him. He may get close.
Well, it's... I'm sure it's not as fast, but I'm sure it could keep speed fairly well.
Are you in a hurry? You skipping town soon?
No, I just... Vehicles are meant to go fast. I see no point in anything else.
Get the most out of it, that's what I say.
Alright.
How about you both? You see your way around a cockpit?
Athene
Time to
just
time.
does. Oh, sorry, keep going. Okay. She does a single shrug of her shoulder. If I find one to my liking, perhaps.
And it looks to you, Pink.
I have before, but shrugs. I'm a bit more discerning than most, I would say.
Ecto, could you bring the silverware to my quarters, please?
What? Look at Guns in mad.
Okay. I mean,
And you hear the beeps, which you can translate to basically, yes, Captain. And he takes off his jacket, hangs it on a hook on the corner. And you can see now that you can see tattoos in full, his arms are tatted up. And blue and
That's not.
pink, at least, you would recognize a lot of these are prison tats.
Yo, let's go!
I'm not
Pink
sure.
visibly relaxes when she sees this,
I
I
don't know
think.
if Ethene knows
God.
about prison tats. You
He's
can
a
make your
criminal.
own judgment
Thank
about
God.
that.
I
don't know.
doubt she does. Even if
Yeah.
she has like a bad boy streak, I doubt it's with enough experience to have parsed meaning out of them.
Yeah.
Wow,
Um,
you've got quite a bit of ink there.
I'm living the
Pink
high life
also
now.
tattooed as fuck.
Yeah. Well, we all have our origin stories.
Don't we?
Well,
Now, I know you're busy getting out the silverware. I'm looking for something a little less tangible, at least in the present.
gives you a look. What did you have in mind?
Depends on what kind of information you have to offer.
Well, I'm certainly not as connected as makes a motion to Athene, but I run in some good circles. I'm connected in certain industries. Who do you need to find? Or
Well,
where do
you
you need
see-
to find them?
I'm looking to help some folks in the Breck system who are a little down on their luck. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see, I see. You must have some pretty hardcore friends.
You could say that.
And these friends, they're down on their luck right now.
Recently, yes.
And do have they been assessed correctly in this instance, or would you say there was some confusion at the checkpoint?
I would certainly say there was some confusion, perhaps the wrong place, wrong time.
I know a guy who knows a guy. He's not heavy, but he might be able to get you some information. Leave me
That's
your
really
ship's
all I'm looking
frequency and
for.
I can have him contact you once you get over there. Would that do?
Looks at Blue to see if she gives the nod.
She gives a little nod.
I think that would be amenable.
And what do I get in return for lending my contacts out to one such as yourself?
Well, I would say it's the beginning of a good business relationship, wouldn't you say? And maybe there's something in it for you as well.
He smiles.
Oh.
Yes. Right this way. And he leads you to a very large personal quarters. It's basically like a studio apartment. You pass some other crew quarters on the way. It looks like he may have some other human passengers and human crew from time to time, but not that often, as the other quarters, the doors are open and you see they're pretty pristine. It looks like it's just him and the Urbots for now. Maybe he doesn't actually use the ship as much as loan it out to other people in his employ because it's fairly sterile. His room, on the other hand, he has a chessboard, a dartboard, an HNN screen, a large king-size bed, an executive-sized desk, a safe in the corner,
Oh my god.
lamps. And you wouldn't need lamps on a ship, but he has these nice lamps that are either both overhanging coming down and then also set in the corner. And then he has a chest in the side that looks like it's passcoded. And out on the desk you see are an array of firearms.
Ooh.
She's immediately looking. Immediately. Is very excited.
And then you didn't even notice he had this, but you see him unholster his own weapon that was tucked into his shirt pocket and adds that to the pile and unloads, says, well, let's see what we can get for you. And if you all, Blue and Pink / Ethene, if you would all like to make a sway roll, you can determine.
Oh yeah.
I will determine what variety of weapons you get.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
I'm actually good at this. Oh, do I get Oh no, it's only when I'm wearing my meta garb. Shit, never mind.
Aw.
It's still a success. I buttered him up with my tattoos and my prison lingo.
I have a partial.
Okay.
Click. Yeah.
Oh no! No way! All right, so there was a success, a partial success, and then a failure from the person who's best at sway somehow. That's okay. You would negotiate. I will give you an appropriate. I will treat this as a. What is it called? Acquire an asset, where you will get a fine weapon of your choice. We can fade to black on whatever it is that else is happening on this ship. But you guys can decide.
Is that not what's happening?
It's about making friends.
I'm making friends.
Just flirting with him to get him to talk. That's what that is.
Okay. So at some point, Pink would take her leave and leave the girls with this man.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
gonna get this
not
man
like-
in my pocket.
No, we're gonna negotiate. We're gonna talk.
Okay. I think Blue and Ethene were thinking something a little bit different. That's okay. You know, different strokes for different folks.
I mean, listen, if that's the kind of party it turns into, Pink's not gonna say no, but
we will.
Oh yeah,
assume
we'll get the business done first, but then we lock it in.
You
know?
secure
We
the
do business
weapons. You secure
after.
the firearms.
Soften him up.
Oh wait, no, you're right. We gotta
Business
we gotta
after.
soften him up
What do you
first.
think pillow talk is for?
Okay.
Yeah,
and
you-
we
you
will
gotta-
Yeah, is that what
Fast-
this is turning into? Okay.
fast
we will fade to
forward.
black.
Fast forward. Thank you, Andrew. Thank
Oh
you.
my god.
We'll take it to the RP server, okay?
Wow.
I'll spin one up for you.
Green
See
is
y'all in
okay,
the RP
buddy.
server.
Oh, poor Green.
He has no idea what's going on. He's ritzing it up with rich
I
people.
know, we're
This man
having
does
the-
it.
We're having the time of our lives, Robin. Rich
So
people.
you all
Absolutely.
I
Let me
wasn't
ask-
trying to say that she
let
was
me-
gonna sleep with him.
let me ask you guys, you don't have that much storage for that much money. So you are definitely not going to be able to accept this into your bank account, so to speak. But are you trying to skim stuff off the top of this investment? Was that as a banker's fee for the donations? Is that what's happening here?
That was not my intention. So Red's intention, Green, you
Okay.
can maybe chime in, is literally to create almost like an online exchange where it's like you can literally see a leaderboard of people who donated and who's donated the most.
Oh, you have
And
made a charity
put
gamification.
people, yes, make a charity game if rich people want to get on it, and then also put people on blast that haven't donated, and like be like, this rich person has done 0, like the Church of Stellar Flame has done 0, and then eventually we reveal that it was Prism behind it all along.
Okay. How ambitious do you want to get with this? Local, in the system, or in the sector? You tell me.
I kind of was thinking sector, like.
Okay.
Crazy.
I'm going to make a long-term project of which you have ticked
Okay.
a lot of it.
Hey. Good for us. Good for us.
I'm going to call this Charity Leaderboard.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an 8-tick, of which you have ticked 7 because of your crit success and partial success already. And I
Excellent
think,
work.
can you all see this?
Not quite yet.
Okay. I will fix that in a moment. Yeah, here we go. All players observe. Now you should be able to see it.
There it is.
There we go.
And we fade to black. You spend the evening schmoozing. You 3 wake up wherever you do and find your way back to the ship with guns and clothes in tow. What do you all say to each other when you get back to the ship? With Ethene there with you, as she is going to help you get to the gate.
How
We
hungover
became
are we?
fast friends last night.
That's for you to decide.
Hopefully not too fast.
Oh,
God damn it. God damn it.
Right, so I think we go to the gate now. Did everyone make out all right?
Oh, we're acting weird.
Athena has a little snark, but doesn't make a comment.
Well, I do have to thank our very generous benefactor for allowing us to make such lucrative connections.
Athene, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. That's what friends are for, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will apologize for the 7 tycoons who passed out. They tried to outdrink me. Going drink for drink with me it's a terrible effort. I will say that.
That's totally fine. That's the best thing they have to do with their time, and it's not my job to clean up after them, so it's not any
Well.
skin off my nose.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So what did y'all get up to last night?
We just made a few connections. That's all.
Good stuff.
And you, boy?
We started a fun game.
Oh, fantastic game.
Oh,
Yeah.
what kind of game?
The kind where we won by losing.
Oh. Did you rig a fight?
Of a sort.
It's,
Oh, interesting.
do you donate to charitable causes? You know, things you believe in?
Of course I do.
Wonderful. Because there's a cumulative 320 credits ahead of you in the donation pool if you would care to join.
Oh, sweetie. That's really cute, but if you want to keep our business relationship going, your little scams aren't going to work on my bank account. But I love that you've put this together.
It's not a scam. It's to actually help people, but appreciate
Oh,
the
you're not
sentiment.
routing it back to your own banking institution?
Nah.
No, that's not what we do.
You're really doing charity work.
Yeah.
What possessed you?
The fact that it was so easy, and the fact that really there probably should be some sense to certain downtrodden communities. The fact that I tricked a bunch of rich dudes into doing it, very easy. The fact that I guilted a whole lot more into doing it by convincing their impressionable heiresses into wanting to do it because I have a winning smile, that's a whole other story. But the job's been done.
I was a demon out there.
Well,
Absolutely.
I've got to appreciate your hard work then. Bravo, gentlemen.
Of course, feel free to donate anytime. Your total will be added, and you can see yourself in leaderboard from wherever you are.
Oh, I think my donations have already made it into your personal hands.
Oh,
know.
delightful.
There.
The laboratory and all that laundry list of other stuff.
And I do hope you appreciate the social destruction we've already started against that church of Stella, whatever.
Oh, perfect. I love that we're already getting on top of matters.
And as you are speaking about this, you see familiar anchor Stacy Weathers come over the air. And Stacy Weathers does a broadcast about, and it is the found footage, and the title of the headline is Church of Stellar Flame commits, what would it be? War crimes and collateral damage.
Yeah.
War crimes.
And it is the video of them blowing up the civilian ships outside of Warren, and then the video of Diana shooting the security guards and rocket launchering the dock.
You've accepted into a deal we're already giving our weight in, so truly we couldn't lose.
Oh, you work quickly.
Don't you know, a doll face?
Oh, I definitely do now.
Shall we boogie to the gate?
Of course. Where do you want me? She gives you a wink.
Probably at the card table again.
Captain,
Blue, you're very quiet.
shall
I'm
I
just like,
update the crew credentials to add this person to temporary member of the crew?
you may for the moment.
I will put her at the lowest access.
She looks visibly disappointed.
Thank you, Tara.
A little seat will kind of T2 will T2.
Yeah.
Could you scrunch down a little bit?
Are you gonna use me as a chair again?
Just this once, twice.
Okay. And he scrunches down, hunches shoulders up.
He's just a little man.
Who is this little man?
Here, let me. Oh, yeah. Oh,
little
that's right.
T2
You have not seen T2 art. Let me.
He's not
let me
really, he's
pull
a
up.
little robot.
Hang on, hang on.
He can turn into a little stool.
Oh, but he's a little guy. You sit on him?
Hold on. Let me get
Damn.
the. Oh,
He's just
what's
my
he doing
little
up
guy.
there? I gotta fix that.
T2 hot. What the fuck?
What you doing?
Here, so you can see little T2. Oh, I'm not in the room. I had to close it. I'll rejoin, but you can see on the stream.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yearning.
We peeping.
Oh, little man.
Well,
Oh,
dude,
he's
just a
so
little man.
little though.
He makes a little chair.
He's just a little guy. Whoop.
You don't
Too big.
break.
He is bigger. He is bigger than he looks on the stream. But
Yeah, wait till
yeah,
you see what
okay.
Indigo's working on with him.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna turn him
he's
into
like-
a gun.
He's like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, about 2 feet tall.
Oh dang.
It's gonna be an adorable little murder machine pretty soon.
He's just a little guy.
Well, Ethene looks delighted.
He's a good
While
boy.
the girlies were having their time last night, she definitely 3-4 drinks in, however much alcohol they brought in, to help lubricate the evening. She definitely divulged that a lot of the reason why she's been so supportive of this venture is because she's so fucking bored having to stay here and run daddy's businesses. And this is her vicariously being a part of bigger things. And so she's so fucking thrilled to be here.
Oh, good. That's cute.
You say that you look like more excited than you normally would
Oh yeah.
being on the ship.
Oh yeah, she's looking around at everything. Her little eyes are glittering. She has the most obnoxiously large suitcase though.
Ah, I see.
It's like a mobile wardrobe, if we want to be real.
Is it like one of those big, boxy Louis Vuitton?
He's a
Louis Vuitton.
large man, and he's probably like got little wheels on him, and he can move by himself and just like
Oh my
follows
God.
along. Little robot wardrobe man.
Oh my god, I love this.
Love this.
So when you offer little T2, she does a little hand clap, and she goes over and she kind of like pats him on the head a little bit, little prim proper sit. She's thrilled. This is the coolest thing she's done in the last 3 months.
If you all will allow me, I'm going to give me a sec. I'm gonna weave the RP with the mechanics. Because of your wonderful performance last night, I will grant you all. Do you have an armory already?
No, but I'd love
We do
one.
not.
I am granting you an armory.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
A secure room for holding the crew weapons and armor. All crew weapons and armor are considered to be fine, if not already so.
Excellent.
Okay.
What does fine mean?
So it
Does
is basically increased effect
Okay.
over whenever you are using. So your blasters will be more effective,
Ooh, a fine blaster.
etc.
As we observe, I want nice weaponry.
Are there any
Got it.
conversations you all would like to have have with each other on the way to the gate? Otherwise, I think we can call that a beach episode.
We can call it.
Let's call a beach episode right on cue.
We are right on time. I would like to say, I can't speak for everyone, but Emalynde, it was wonderful to have you. Your character was incredible. And if you are available, we would love to have you back to actually do the job next week. I've done, you
Sorry,
know,
we're busy fraternizing.
I've done jobs with 6 players before, so you know we can figure it out. That is going to do it for this episode. I hope everyone had a wonderful time. It was a thirsty, great time. We really lubricated the
long.
evening. We really figured out who our friends were. We really took one for the team.
Yeah.
I could keep
Yeah, we
going. But it's
I
been
gotta
great.
do something other than coffee.
And thank you for your charity scheme. I'm actually going to make a charity leaderboard, and I'm going to have to invent rich people NPCs
Hell
now.
yeah.
It's gonna
Thank
be a
you.
lot of
Yeah,
fun
that
for
was
me
the
to
dream.
work
That's
on.
good shit.
I don't know if Tracy is watching somewhere, but Tracy, I'm going to have a script for you after PAX, so you better be ready. Anyway,
Script just dropped for you, Tracy.
we'll work on those treats when we get back. Please join our Discord, and please follow the stream if you liked it. It's been wonderful. Discord.gg/MagicRPG, Twitch.tv/MagicRPG, YouTube.com/MagicRPG. And Emma, since you are a guest, please shout out whatever you would like. Thank you for joining us.
I am also a streamer. I play Baldur's Gate 3 with my actual D&D character and refuse to shut up about her backstory, Drow in general, elves and do all the voice acting for her as a character. It's super fun. I do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. PST. And yeah, I also play
Wonderful.
TTRPG. Be silly goofy. with my friends.
Until next time, friends, I hope you have enjoyed, and we will see you next week.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.